Welcome back to a very unique episode of Ahsoka with the D4 channel. Of course, if you're new to this will be a spoiler review on episode 7 of Ahsoka called Dreams and Madness. And boy, was there a bunch of madness.
He can hardly contain his excitement.
I have feelings about this episode. But as usual, before we get to that, please like and subscribe to the D4 channel. What do they have to do, D4, to make sure they get...
hit that notification bell. Ding, ding,
yes,
ding,
hit
ding,
the
ding,
bell
ding,
so you get notified every time we upload a video, for our flavor and brand of the Star Wars universe.
Don't forget us.
Please do not forget us, like some of your proper decision making, like we didn't see in this episode. As always, again, comment on this episode to help the algorithm for our channel, and also
just say hi.
Yeah, you can literally just say hi. Like, we will respond back. I promise, we will respond back. So please like, subscribe, and comment on the D4 channel. But without further ado, if you haven't seen Ahsoka episode 7. Dreams and Madness, leave now because this is a spoiler review.
Yes, man.
Didn't expect to see you again.
Gets mad.
It does get mad before. Now let's begin. The madness starts because we start in the Senate chambers, I guess you could say, on Coruscant, which Coruscant looks great, by the way.
Let me out. I love Coruscant, but let me out.
Let you out of Coruscant?
Yeah.
Because, boy, we're having some...
You smell that? You smell it?
Is it nonsense?
Oh, yeah, it smells like...
It smells like... If you can see it, if you know sign language or if you watch Creed, you know what that meant.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of that BS in this episode because, as the few episodes before said, Hera is on trial for basically not
for her war crimes.
For her war crimes on trying to stop a war.
Yeah, and then Chopper is literally like...
Chopper's so cute in the seat. I love that he in the seat, Harry. And shout out to I believe that fish person was Admiral Akbar. Because he was wearing the same outfit he was wearing in Return of the Jedi. And I believe that Mon Calamari was Admiral Akbar. He didn't say anything.
No. Cameo.
But I believe that's a cameo. And also, I hate Ziono. Senator Ziono, I can't stand.
He's stinky.
Oh, like Star Wars Resistance, where his son originates from. He is trash.
Yeah, he's like resisting everything.
I'm like, first of all, their ship got attacked by 2 lightsabers wielding maniacs as
Jedi. What Jedi?
He's like Jedi, space whales, other galaxies.
Nonsense. Fiction. Unrealistic. Thrawn out of the picture.
Bro, I was like, where have you been? There's a reason why, because you know Thrawn existed. You know whales took him with Ezra. You've seen Jedi
I didn't read the newspaper on that one.
Bro, that's crazy. I was like, how is this fiction? You really have Ahsoka running around talking to senators.
When other galaxies exist, fiction.
Bro, they have archives in the Jedi Order about this other galaxy. And I'm pretty sure other places have it as well. Did he not go to school?
Bro didn't go to school. He didn't read the galactic newspaper? I don't know.
He didn't read anything. Like, so I'm like, the whole trial was a bunch of BS. And I hate how he was like, you're doing this to gain influence, power, whatever nonsense.
Me when it takes me 4 years to think about that.
Bro, Hera didn't even pull up Thrawn's name until recently when they started to put the pieces together. And now they're like, well, you're just doing this.
When I start making things up for fun.
That's wild, bro. We needed C-3PO. Shout out to C-3PO coming in.
Yeah, he came in. He was the MVP of this entire episode.
Correct, because he came in and shout out to Leia. We did not see Leia, but we heard her. She's the one who sent 3PO and said, I sanctioned this mission for Hera. They didn't. But, she came out there hooping because who else had to?
Yeah, because apparently everyone else is an op.
Including Mon Mothma.
Yeah, Mon Mothma be an op. I'm sorry.
Like, I don't know why they did this decision because now when we go back to Andor.
Yeah, in Andor, she was straight up hooping. We were like, I pray for her. I'm like sweating for her. And now she's just like. I may be in the middle seat, but I'm just letting these other people talk for me.
And she had the audacity to tell Hera, let's be real. Your personal feelings aside, is this threat legit? And I'm like, Mon, what do you think?
Yeah, because she never had any personal feelings.
All in Andor was straight personal feelings. So in Andor season 2, it's gonna be very hard for me to root for it, knowing how everything will turn out.
We're cheering for Thrawn. We're cheering for Shin. Let's go.
I'm not gonna lie. This episode, because y'all have been hating on Sabine throughout all of Ahsoka, and I really didn't see why until a little bit at the end of the last episode, and definitely this episode.
We had more of a love threshold because we watched Rebels,
Correct.
So our love threshold was higher because she was, very cool, Mandalorian, very epic. And then they turn her to wannabe Jedi. She's like not listening. She doesn't want to.
She doesn't want to tell important information to Ezra, but we're gonna get to that. So after C-3PO saves Hera's behind, and now we cut to Ahsoka entering the galaxy. Of course, they enter in the right planet. And guess what? Thrawn has mines around the planet set up for the space world.
Everywhere. Little place. Every little nook and cranny.
Boop, 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 just popping up the... Thank God none of the space worlds died.
Yeah, they're big. They must get some thick skin.
Yeah, they got real thick skin. They're all hyper-spaced away before any of them died. And that left Ahsoka and Huyang by themselves flying through the mines and the ship. And shout out to Thrawn. He's playing chess in this whole episode.
As he always does. If you watched Rebels, you would see.
You would see, everything he said made sense. He was like... He found out that Anakin Skywalker was her master, so he knows she's as unpredictable as he is.
He's like, oh, I got this.
Yeah, also, let's reverse a little bit, because before they went to the galaxy, I love how she was, practicing her forms, and you have the hologram of Anakin telling her, shout out to Asajj Ventress Grievous getting a name mention.
Name drop!
Name drop. I was so hyped to hear their names in this episode.
I miss them.
I miss them so much, D4. Oh my God. God bless those
Shout
two war criminals. Shout out to Clone Wars. Please watch the Clone Wars if you haven't. So I love how she did that. And obviously she's now in the asteroid field / graveyard of the supposed space whales that got murked years ago.
I'm so glad we did not see dead space whales.
I'm so glad, because I thought that after he said kill them with extreme prejudice, I thought we were going to see a few space whales.
I was like, not our big boy. He carried us.
Yeah, big boy said, I'm going to open my mouth because there's something going on here. I'm dipping.
Get out.
Get out. I got you here. And then they all left. And then we cut to Sabine talking to Ezra and not telling him, why are you here? How did you get here? Sabine.
No, I'm just going to let these poor... harmless creatures who literally have rocks for weapons probably get into my entire mess because I don't want to say anything.
Sabine, get out of here. Get out of here, bro.
You're risking your life, you're risking his life, you're risking all their lives.
Correct. Every single one of them. And I get last episode, I don't really, but understanding more of she just met him. She don't really want to talk about anything bad right now.
Yeah, that's fine. You just met. The only thing you're thinking about is, wow, I haven't seen him in years.
Correct. But once you get past, I met him again, tell him, hey, by the way, I got here because, I thought Ahsoka got murdered and the bad guys are trying to bring Thrawn back. I met Thrawn, by the way. He let me go to find you. It's clearly probably a trap because there's 2 Jedi people running around trying to kill us.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I'm here. None of that.
Also, we shouldn't have these innocent little beings standing right next to us.
Correct. Oh, I know people are hunting me. Maybe we should have them go another direction, and we go another direction.
Oh, no, I'm going to be literally in the middle of them. I'm not going to say anything.
Wild.
Just...
wild.
Casual, good Samaritan things.
Bro, I am an amateur writer, so I'm not professional by any means. Even I know, when you're writing this, what are you thinking?
Her dialogue options were not the best today.
Poor, and even if she was ashamed that she chose Ezra over the fate of the galaxy, you gotta be like, hey, look, man, I made a mistake because I was trying to find you. The bad guys are after us.
Yeah, and if you're gonna go through all this to get to him, the least you could do is at least try to make him live longer.
Yes!
The least you could do.
Like, bro, for all you know, because Ahsoka shows up and he's like, and she says, I thought you were dead. And he's like, you thought she was dead? She didn't mention anything like that. I was like, bro. And then when Ezra and them, they get surrounded by Shin and the stormtroopers.
Yes.
I was like, please give this man his lightsaber back. And Sabine's like, here's lightsaber. He's like, no, keep it. I give it to you. He's like, the Force is my ally. I just
use the Force.
I'm like, Ezra Bridger.
And then he's like,
like he gets pushed back by shit. I'm like, imagine how much faster you could have took care of these stormtroopers with your lightsaber.
Pew pew now. Pew, pew,
oh, I was like, why are you doing this, bro? I can't fathom this. The only one was thinking was Thrawn.
And I'm also thinking portion.
Portion, because it's called Dreams of Madness. Mm-hmm. So the madness must be all the decision making on the other end of the senators and the Jedi, and the dreams of this Balin, because he is like, I'm here.
He was Balin.
He was. I love.
Thanks, I'm here all day. Beating Moon channel, subscribe.
Please subscribe, Beating Moon channel. Like this guy in the joking nonsense. He was Balin because he's like, I can literally see his head's in the cloud. He basically told Shin goodbye because your ambition is going to lead you. Take your place in the new empire. I'm going to go and stop the cycle somehow.
And she's literally like, what are you talking about?
I'm like, what?
Like, come help me, bro. You're gonna make me fight against this Mandalorian and this, like Jedi. Like,
go on. I have other things to do. And I'm just like, bro.
Okay, I guess I'll just do that. You know, I kind of struggled against the Mandalorian, but I guess I'll take the Jedi too.
Yeah. Oh my bro. Go help your apprentice.
And she went off looking pissed, but I can't really read her emotions because she's always like. But we love that about her.
I do love that about her. She's literally just a attack dog. She's like, okay, I'm just going to go there and fight. You dream on whatever you're dreaming. And we heard that something was calling him in the last episode. Mm-hmm. We got nothing about what the hell is calling him in this episode at all.
Find out in the next episode. Oh my god.
The last, this episode is 46 minutes, but it seemed like we didn't learn enough.
This episode is 46 minutes?
Well, I guess minus the intro and the credits, probably more like 36 minutes. 37 minutes. Yeah. So 37 minutes of great action. Not a lot of action. What?
And we love Thrawn. He's still Thrawn.
Correct.
They did not write that wrong.
They did not.
He still had his brilliant planning.
Correct. But I still would like to know, because the whole point of him being with the Empire in the first place is that he wanted the army to go help his people. I don't really know what he wants anymore.
Yeah, he's got great plans. I just don't know what's his future.
Yeah, like, does he want to rule the galaxy? Is he still trying to work for the Chiss? Like, I really don't know what he wants. Does he just want to cause chaos? Like, that doesn't seem like
maybe
Thrawn.
He's just, like, pissed.
He might be. I ain't gonna lie.
He might be like, y'all literally, like, send me on this damn space whale journey. I'm coming back.
I'm coming back, and it's like the John Wick. People keep asking me if I'm
y'all
back.
Were testing me.
And you can see how bad this episode, because when Balin kind of dipped, he was like,
bro, it's fine.
It's okay.
My plan's still gonna work. Mm-hmm. This goes perfect with my plan because it's stalling.
Correct.
But he's like, at the same time, I wanted that damn guy.
Yeah, it's like, damn it! He's supposed to be there helping them fight Ezra and Sabine. He's like, okay, it's fine. I've been surrounded by idiots my whole life. Palpatine. So I'm just gonna have to figure out my own damn plan. And I just love that.
Just another day.
It's literally just another day. But I will give credit to the episode. The action of the episode was very good.
Yes, and we have our beautiful mom witches. You know? Shout out to the mothers.
The mothers look great. Shout out to the mamas that's watching this or in the comments, because
we love witches.
Oh, we love them. We love that they were trying to find Ahsoka in the asteroid. Also, another thing that pissed me off is like, triangles are bad, by the way. It says love triangles. That's how you know it's bad. Mm-hmm. Ahsoka is like connecting. Also, there's nothing Ahsoka could do, to be honest, except for like capture Shin, but we'll get to that later. She like calls out to Sabine through the Force, and then Ezra's like, "What is it?" something familiar.
Even though she literally said, Ahsoka. And it's like, who is it? I don't know.
Bruh. No.
I'm gonna give it that maybe it was like a brain fart and that like came out from the inner consciousness of the mind and she didn't even realize she said that. I'm hoping that that's what they were going for, because otherwise that was kind of...
It's like, bro, all I gotta say is I believe Ahsoka is alive, contacted me. She's so vague for no reason.
I don't know. What happened to her communication skills?
Bro, it must have dipped in the years that the Empire wasn't attacking
with her helmet.
Oh my! Again, she
shout out to the Mandalorian helmet that doesn't exist because we have to see her face 24/7.
24/7, bro. She bonked her head. She bonked her head because I'm like, I don't know what Dave Filoni and the writers were thinking writing this episode in particular, but Sabine as a whole. Nothing makes sense.
Sabine been done dirty.
She been done, and I'm rewatching Rebels. Sabine is one of the best characters in that entire damn show.
Y'all, we always say to watch Rebels, but you should watch Rebels even more now, just to see that your opinion about how you feel about these characters will be drastically different.
Correct, because the only people who stay relatively consistent is Hera. And Chopper.
Yeah, Chopper's the same.
And
Hera is literally the same.
It's literally the same, yeah. So I'm like, those are the only people that stay consistent. Sabine seemed to have regressed. Ezra, he seems more zen.
Yeah.
Like, he honestly, to be honest, he didn't make too many bad decisions in this episode besides not taking his damn lightsaber.
Maybe he got cocky because he was spending all these years not really fighting anything, so he's like, I mean, I could just use the Force for any little thing and I'll be okay.
And he was pretty impressive. I loved how he stopped Shin's lightsaber with the Force thing.
That was pretty impressive.
Kind of like a Kylo Ren moment thing. That was awesome.
You know what would be more impressive? If you did that and you had your lightsaber.
He would have made quick work of her and the Stormtroopers.
That's more impressive.
But he didn't want to do that. And credit to Ahsoka, who jumps down off the ship after she finds them.
You know, scrapes her knees a little bit.
Bro, I know she's a Jedi, but she should have got like an ankle injury. Like, bro, she fell hard too. And of course, she landed right where Balin was.
And he's just like, oh yeah, I was expecting you.
And then she's like, okay. And I love this. Again, the samurai influence in this show is so cool.
Beautiful.
Of the stances and stuff and how she's fighting. I love the combat was like premium. The combat carried this episode. And I always think Ahsoka is like one of the most baddest people in the galaxy. I'm impressed that she literally can't beat Balin's skull.
Yeah.
He's like, you can't beat me. And she's like, yeah, okay. And then he goes in and tries to bomb him. And I'm like, you're the prince of the chosen one. I think you should be able to handle him, bro.
Anyways, I'm like, dead bye.
Right? She goes off to help Sabine and Ezra fight Shin, and Balin doesn't chase her. He's just like,
okay, I got goals that are way ahead of any of your knowledge, his knowledge, everyone's knowledge.
So I'm just gonna sit back. I love Ray Stevenson's acting. Like that character, he has so much stuff going on in his head.
Yeah.
I really need an episode just like to be with him, like, what's going on? Because he's clearly not evil. He's not evil. Like, and he said in the last episode, he wants to stop the destructive cycle of empires rising, good guys falling. He wants to stop it. We don't know how. And he wasn't exactly mad that Ahsoka was still alive. He was like, he's like, oh, I'm not sad that you're still here. But you're gonna get in the way, so I'm gonna try to take care of you again.
He's figuring it out.
He literally is figuring it out, and we're trying to figure him out.
Just going along with it.
And also, he has to die in the next episode because
that's a doozy.
He has to because Ray Stevenson is dead, and obviously they didn't account for that. Like, rest in peace for us. They didn't account for that. But like, if he's still alive and we learn nothing about what he's trying to do, season 2 is gonna be, unless they recast him. Which is gonna be very hard because that guy's a brilliant actor.
Yeah,
it's gonna be very hard, like, to see how this all gonna wrap up. Like, they got a lot of stuff to do in the episode.
It's kind of giving me a headache figuring out how they're gonna do all
finish all of it. Yeah, because I think and that's a problem with making these like Avenger level thing because they're counting on this is gonna end on like a a cliff note, so that way shows like oh my god, what you call it? Skeleton Crew, and then Dave Filoni's movie is gonna tie them together. But they gotta remember this is his own thing. So you're gonna end it in a way where it's like we're satisfied with just watching Ahsoka.
Yeah, you can't make it where we still want like we should be able to want to eat more, but you shouldn't leave us starving. You feel me?
Exactly, and I feel like the way they're going, we're gonna starve in the last episode.
What do y'all all think? We gonna starve? Or we gonna,
we're gonna eat good. Like,
we're gonna eat a little.
Yeah, please let us know in the comment below. So I love the whole combat. Like, we lost. How many people we lost in the Turtle Village? We lost 2 people.
2.
Which too many.
I don't think they were dead. I think their houses just blew up, so they were like left behind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, their
little pods. So we lost 2 of their houses, but I think we had no real casualties in terms of turtle. So thank God, all could have been avoided. So being said, people are chasing after me. Let's go. Let's not put these poor pacifist people in harm's way.
That's messed up.
That's the opposite of what a Jedi should do.
Yeah, greatest Mandalorian Jedi. there was a few of them.
A few of them, and she's one of them, and she's terrible. I love how Ezra's like, when she said, Ahsoka's trained me, he's like, what? Why? And she's like, wow.
She's like, wow. And I'm like, yeah, I'm still questioning that too.
Correct. Because even Ezra's like, you can't use the Force, so why would she train you? This is like a waste of time. And then...
Yeah, because there's a better suitable candidate to be training.
Jason Sedula. Green-haired boy. Which everyone was like, Ezra has to be the one to train that kid.
Yeah, if someone's got to do it.
Yeah, it has to be Ezra. So I love that they beat Shin. They all beat Shin because Ahsoka pulls up when they get surrounded, and she's like,
it's like 3v1, that's messed up.
We won. Thrawn's like, pull everybody back. We're about to leave. And I thought they were going to capture her because she says, lay down your weapons. They got her
surrounded.
Correct. They let her scurry away.
They were like, Ahsoka.
Oh, bro. It's like Superman thing all over again. I'm like, what? Why are you stopping the people, bro? That don't make sense. Why are you...
Let her go.
Oh, my God.
Let her go.
You keep stopping the people.
Let her manifest.
Bro, she's gonna come back and murk somebody important.
She's gonna come back and... like she always does.
Bro, I'm like, capture her. What are you doing?
Nah.
Oh my God. You keep stopping people who shouldn't stop you from letting people escape.
Don't worry, they let her go because of some plot reason.
Because people are theorizing that she's gonna be the one to kill Balin.
Yeah, that's why they let her go, because Ahsoka's like, yeah, I totally saw this, guys, because I'm Jesus now.
Right.
And I can do everything. I lift up the rock, I see the future. I see the past.
Bro, I can do whatever I want.
I go into the whale, I know they're gonna give me the exact coordinates.
Literally, she's like Moses and Jesus all wrapped into one.
Yeah.
I'm like, but Jesus, can you capture the evil bad guy woman, please?
I got the GPS in my head. Oh, there you are. Okay, I know exactly where you are because you said my name.
Correct, but I will not capture women that everyone likes
because that wasn't in my head.
Crazy.
My head said to let her go so that she could do some plot stuff.
I can't. God, I can't understand the decisions in this show.
Today's decisions were sponsored by horror movies.
If anyone watched the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey movie, it was so bad and ridiculous that it's funny. And everything you could do wrong in a horror movie, that cast did extremely wrong.
Yeah, we got a little taste of that. Not too much.
Yeah.
A little taste.
We got a little taste of that in this episode. Every choice you could make as a sentient person in that scenario, they did it wrong. And let me know in the comments, would you make the same choices some of these people made, or would you have done something a little bit more wiser?
I think you should.
Yeah, let me know in the comment below if you disagree with everything we're saying, or you absolutely agree with that the decisions of some of these people in this episode were questionable at best. Yes, let us know in the comment below. And also, we learned that Zeb is training recruits. That's why he's not here.
Stay out of this, Zeb. You don't want to be here.
Thank God. This thing would have ruined the hell out of Zeb.
I don't know what they would have done to him.
The real reason is they can't afford this man because he's expensive to just make him exist. But thank God you're not here because you might have been making some whack choices with Sabine and Ezra.
Oh God.
So like so the episode, how did the episode end? The episode ended with I think Shin escaping. Yeah, Shin escaped.
Yes,
Shin escaped, and it just like pans on our heroes, and then it ends.
Yeah. Why? We literally just watched the ending, and I can't even remember.
Yeah, because it's so ridiculous that it's like, is that really how it ended? Shin escaping and just pan on the heroes.
This episode gave me like Alzheimer's.
Oh God, I rate this episode a 7.5 out of 10.
I give it 7.
So you get a 7? Yeah.
7.
The action carried it. It still looks fantastic.
Of course.
Show looks amazing, but like, I'm just like, the next episode is the last one of this season.
Yeah, that's why we're scared.
I'm very scared. Let's make predictions, D4. What do you think is going to happen in episode 8?
I think there's going to be a whole lot of too much things happening because I know this is going to be like an hour, but I feel like an hour ain't even enough. Correct. Because we got Thrawn, he says he wants to go. Is this man... I'm so confused.
You know, you're not the only one, because I agree with you. An hour at this point, the way they've been doing it, will not be enough to tell. Because we still got nothing with Baylan and what the hell he's hearing. We didn't hear a voice in this episode. We don't know theoretically what he's trying to look for, obtain. We have no clue on that. Ezra said something at the end of this episode. He's like, looks like I'm going home. How, my dude? How?
Are they going on Thrawn's ship?
Because they're not. They're not. The space whales dip. That ring the bad guys came in with, they're probably going to take that when they're all dip into the new galaxy. That's how Thrawn's going to get out in the first place. Huang's ship can't make that jump to new galaxy. How are you getting home?
Yeah, and like, I don't think they could put the ship inside the other ship, so... I don't know. I didn't see no entrance for that.
Nothing. So I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm going home. No, you're not. Unless you guys hijack that space ring the bad guys got.
When he is, because I'm assuming he is going to go back. I'm like, so are you just gonna cut off there when he enters the place? Like, where are we cutting this off?
I'm. It's very hard because Thrawn doesn't exactly have a fleet, so I don't know. Like, I feel like he's gonna cut off with him entering the new galaxy, and like we see like a bunch of dead zombies screaming in the Star Destroyer, be like, and then we cut to that, and that's the end of season 1.
I have a migraine.
That's the only logical way I can see them ending this, because my theory is, because the only way they're getting back home is if they hijack that space ring, but Thrawn needs that to go through a new galaxy, because that's the only way his whole people could get there.
Can you imagine how stupid this would all been? It's just like Thrawn, and then we finally see Thrawn in like the last like we see him for 5 minutes in like the last 2 episodes, and then just they just leave through the ring, and then
we don't see him again. That would be ridiculous. So that's why I'm like, they're not gonna buddy and say, you take that corner of the ring and I take that corner. So it's like, they're not gonna be like, hey, let's go together. Like, Thrawn's gonna go by himself, and I don't know what they're gonna do, because they're on this planet with nothing. And so I'm gonna assume episode 8 is like a fully Baylan Skull episode. I feel like whatever Baylan's looking for,
they'll give him 5 minutes.
I really hope they don't, because they really gotta explain, especially since, rest in peace, Ray Stevenson, the guy who plays him, he's dead in real life. So if he doesn't die at the end of this season, there's so much that you have to answer for. And I don't know if you're gonna recast him or just say he's out doing something else. But like this next episode has to be all about Baylan Skull.
This episode is either gonna make this show like, or it's gonna make it
right, because this show starts really strong, and it's just kind of like teetering away. Yeah. And I'm like, maybe the only logical way they get back home is if whatever Baylan's looking for has a way to transport them back to the galaxy they know. That's the only way I see them going back in the galaxy. So
y'all will see next Tuesday.
We're gonna see next Tuesday. So my prediction is it's gonna be a heavy Baylan Skull episode. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be another 40-minute episode. I really need an hour. They need an hour.
I'm so scared. I don't know. I'm
scared.
I'm just gonna, I hope what you said is true, because that would be the best thing to do, since he's the most
Yeah, like we really don't know what's happening with him, but definitely has proven that he is the best and also the most inconsistent when it comes to live action Star Wars. I don't know what's going on in this man's head, but you need to correct yourself a little bit.
We still love you.
We still love you. Like, you're making quality Star Wars, but like, please, like, I don't know what you're doing, man, but like, tighten up the script a little more. Like, this is not right.
Maybe, have another session and review it.
Exactly, please, because it's like amateurs like me could like poke holes in all of this, and I really hope this all makes sense next episode. I feel like it won't, but like, you gotta do better than that, man.
Yeah.
So tell me you guys' predictions for the next episode. And did you guys like this episode, or did you think this episode was real bad? You let us know in the comments below. Of course, give us your rating and just say hi to us because we're friendly. We're friendly droids here. Like, droids. Also, I hate that senator who said droids don't matter. How dare you?
Racist. Droid racism.
Like, droid racism. 3PO arguably literally saved the galaxy.
We literally have heroes that are droids, and y'all being racist.
That's great. K2SO, Cassian, get the files, sacrifice them on Scarif to get the plans for the Death Star. Oh, he's just a droid. Crazy. So stop
I can't believe that.
hating on droids. But of course, this has been the D4 channel. Like and subscribe to our channel. Click the bell for notification. Comment, please.
Just say hi. Just say hello.
Just say hello.
Just say top of the morning.
Top of the morning. And,
it don't matter.
From me to you to her, we're about to go do a lot of dreams and do a lot of madness like this episode. Yes. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
May the Force be with you.